Good morning everyone. Myself Mrs. Neetu Soji. In this session we are going to see two topics from management of patient with gastrointestinal disorders. The first one we are going to see is ulcerative colitis. What is ulcerative colitis? It is a type of inflammatory bowel disease. We are already seen what is inflammatory bowel disease or IBD. So, this ulcerative colitis is also a type of inflammatory bowel disease that affects the lining of the large intestine and rectum. ठीक है? So, ulcerative colitis मतलब क्या है? It is a टाइप ऑफ इन्फ्लेमेटरी बाउल डिसीज. ये भी एक टाइप है, इन्फ्लेमेटरी बाउल डिसीज का एक टाइप है. कहाँ पे अफेक्ट होता है? दिस विल अफेक्ट इन दी mainly in the lining of the large intestine and colon. It is a superficial inflammation of the large intestine not caused by bacteria and which results in ulceration and bleeding. Actually this is a inflammation but it is not caused because of bacteria. ठीक है? This is a superficial inflammation of the large intestine and this inflammation causes ulceration and bleeding. So this is the definition of ulcerative colitis. We will see some definitions or some terminologies from this including in this disease condition. First one is, what is proctitis? Proctitis. What is proctitis? If the inflammation occurs in the rectum and the lower part of the colon, it is called as ulcerative proctitis. And if the entire colon is affected, then it is known as pancolitis. If it is in the rectum and lower part of the colon, it is proctitis. If the entire part of the colon is affected, then it is pancolitis. And if only the left side of the colon is affected, then it is known as limited or distal colitis. So this is what ulcerative colitis, a type of inflammatory bowel disorder. Then we had see the definitions of terminologies like proctitis, pancolitis and limited or distal colitis. Moving on to the causes and risk factors. Actually, the exact cause of this disease is unknown. Hereditary, infectious or immunological factors have been proposed as possible causes. Okay? Hereditary causes, infectious, immunological, stress or tension, certain food and environmental agents like pesticides, use of tobacco, etc. are the possible causes and risk factors of this disease. So coming to the clinical manifestations, we can divide the signs and symptoms into three types: common symptoms, extra-intestinal symptoms and the serious symptoms. So common symptoms मतलब सबको इसमें से कोई भी symptoms आ सकते हैं. Bloody stool, fatigue, anorexia, low RBC count in blood level, nausea with or without vomiting, nutritional deficiencies and unexplained weight loss. Then extra-intestinal symptoms, that means the symptoms which comes from the other systems: eye pain and redness, joint aches and pain, mouth ulcers, skin rashes or changes, loss of body fluids, liver diseases and rectal pain. Then if the disease condition becomes serious, then the symptoms include inability to pass gas or stool, severe abdominal pain, vomiting, then vomiting the blood and gastrointestinal bleeding. These are the clinical manifestations. Coming to the diagnostic evaluations, the diagnostic evaluations includes stool examination, endoscopy, barium enema and X-ray, tissue collection and examination and blood sample. So these are the diagnostic evaluations we will do: stool examination, endoscopy, barium enema and X-ray, tissue collection and examination and blood sample. So the managements include, we will give 5-aminosalicylates. These are the group of drugs, such as example is sulfasalazine. Second one is, we will give immunomodulators such as example is azathioprine, we will give corticosteroids, example सबको पता है. Then infliximab or other biological treatments also we will give for this disease condition. This is the, so we will do surgical management also. Ileostomy, that is creation of an opening in the abdomen called stoma. ठीक है, we will do an opening in the ileum part, ileostomy. Then ilioanal anastomosis, in which we remove the colon and the inside of the rectum but preserve the anus, which is then surgically attached to the ileum. ठीक है, so हम क्या करते हैं, रेक्टम और कोलोन हम रिमूव करके जो एनस का जो पार्ट है वो इलियम में, इलियम के साथ एनास्टमोसिस और कनेक्ट करते हैं. ठीक है, सो दिस इज इलियो एंड एनल एनास्टमोसिस. दैट इज इलियोएनल, the word itself it is given as connection between or attachment between ileum and anus. ठीक है, in between जो part है colon and the inside of the rectum we will remove. So we will move on to the next disease condition, that is Crohn's disease. This is also a type of inflammatory bowel disease or IBD. ठीक है, so what is Crohn's disease? इसमें क्या होता है, the entire gastrointestinal tract will be affected. ठीक है, हम ऐसे नहीं बोल सकते ये पार्ट में अफेक्ट होता है. ठीक है, माउथ से लेके एनस तक कोई भी पार्ट में इंफ्लेमेटरी बाउल डिसीज आती है. ठीक है, उसको हम क्या बोलते हैं, Crohn's disease is also known as regional enteritis. That means एक स्पेसिफिक रीजन में इन्फेक्शन आता है. It is also known as regional enteritis or granulomatous enteritis. These are the two other names of Crohn's disease. It is also known as regional enteritis or granulomatous enteritis. It is an inflammatory bowel disease. It can affect any area of the GI tract, that is from the mouth till the anus, but commonly it affects on the lower part of the small intestine called the ileum. ठीक है, so Crohn's disease कहाँ पे affect होता है, it mainly affect on the ileum. What are the causes and risk factors? For this also, the main cause or what is the exact cause, it is unknown. Maybe it is because of immune system response, environmental factors, and may occur at any age, but risk is more than in between the age of people with 15 to 35. ठीक है, then family history, Jewish ancestry, मतलब जूस लोगों को ज़्यादा आने का चांसेस है. देन स्मोकिंग एंड यूज ऑफ NSAIDs or painkillers. These are the causes and risk factors. Then we can divide this Crohn's disease into 4 types. We already told that this Crohn's disease can affect at any part of the GS system. ठीक है, so first one is colonic disease, may come in the part of colon. Perianal disease, perianal region. Small bowel disease in small intestine, and gastroduodenal disease or in the large intestine. So this is the types: colonic, perianal, small bowel and gastroduodenal disease. What are the clinical manifestations? The main symptoms of Crohn's disease include crampy abdominal pain, fever, fatigue, anorexia, pain with passing stools, persistent watery diarrhea, unintentional weight loss, and general malaise or weakness. Then the other symptoms can also include constipation, eye inflammation, fistulas, anal fissures and abscess. These fistulas and anal fissures we will see in the next section. Joint pain, liver inflammation, mouth ulcers, rectal bleeding and skin ulcers. These are the clinical manifestations. Next, what are the diagnostic evaluations? We are going to rule out the disease. Physical examination, history collection, already सबको पता है. History collection, physical examination, blood test, stool examination, upper GI series, that means upper gastrointestinal series हम लोग करते हैं, and barium meal we will do. Coming to the management. The main management is pharmacological interventions. Anti-inflammatory drugs we will give, cortisons or steroids we will give, that is corticosteroids. Immune system suppressors we will give. Infliximab we will give. Antibiotics, antidiarrheal drugs and fluid replacements we will do. Okay. See, in other disease condition we had seen as we are giving immunomodulators. Okay. In this disease we are giving immune system suppressors. Okay. Then we need to change the diet and nutrition, and surgical management also we can do if the condition is serious. So this is all about two disease conditions, ulcerative colitis and Crohn's disease. Hope everyone understood the topic. Write the notes, study especially the terminologies and the management. So if you have any doubts, ask me at any time. Thank you.